week after, I happened to be going to a 30th birthday party. Now, and I'm going to call him out on this, and he will probably watch this podcast. He did it Mario Kart themed.
Okay.
For his 30th.
Okay.
I said, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Stay hydrated. First thing in the morning, tired and yawning. What you gonna do?
Hello and welcome to another episode of Stay Hydrated with me, Christopher Hall, just riding solo for the intro this week. My sister Elizabeth Hall should be here. Well, she's busy. So she can't be here. So you've just got me for the intro. I hope that's okay. How are we? Are we staying hydrated? Feels like everything's going a bit crazy out there and there's very little we can do. But what we can do is make sure we ourselves are hydrated. That's something we can do. I hope that you're all doing well, wherever you are, wherever you're listening to this podcast. If you are enjoying our podcasts, then please do give us a rating on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you are listening. 5 stars would be absolutely fantastic. 4 stars, totally get it. Anything less, maybe just don't. I don't know. But actually, maybe that's me censoring ratings, and maybe you should rate however you want. But 5 stars would be amazing. And also, if you do not already follow the social media, our TikTok, our YouTube, our Instagram, it would be so wonderful if you could. It's a very inexpensive way to support our show. And we love that we're growing every week, we believe, and reaching so many people with our silliness. If you have anything to say to us, we've started putting little question boxes up on our stories. So if you ever want to give us any feedback, or you want to let us know what the funniest part, the most hilarious, amazing part of the podcast was, or something we've said has spurted a thought process in your head and you want to just talk about it with us, we've been putting little question boxes on our stories. But you can also email stayhydratedpod@outlook.com with anything fun and frolicky that you want to let us know. The sun is out, but she keeps coming in and out, doesn't she? But there definitely is a sense of hope and a sense of optimism slightly in our day-to-days. People are walking with a bit more of a spring in their step. Soon, everyone will be sat in parks. We will be sat in parks. We will be sat in pub gardens. We will be sat on the beaches. We will be walking outside. We will say, yeah, we'll take a table outside. We'll take a table. That's what people will be saying soon. So keep the faith. Aperol spritzes soon come. Chilled bottles of rosé soon come. Ice lollies soon come. So just keep a little thought this Tuesday, or whenever you're listening to this. If you're listening to the day it comes out, it is a Tuesday, but it might be a different day. Spare a thought today for what is to come. I've seen some pretty delicious looking Easter treats in M&S. Some like crazy, like a big Easter egg shaped like a custard cream. What? Are we okay? There's like their chocolate bar called the Big Daddy, which just feels like, it's very much like Chocky Wocky Doodah vibes. Did anyone go to Chocky Wocky Doodah? It was a shop. It was in, near Carnaby Street, and it was like a kind of like oldie wildy chocolate sculpture. You know, here's like a slab of chocolate with like Rocky Road with cinnamon crunch with strawberries with lollipops in it. I think there was one in Brighton as well. I don't think the one in Carnaby Street is there anymore. RIP, death to the high street. But maybe the one in Brighton is still there. Long live the independent shops of Brighton. But M&S, not high, not an independent, but they really, really switch it up with the food. Their Easter treats are looking pretty like, are we okay? They look delicious. So maybe treat yourself to an Easter treat today or in the coming weeks. Has anybody given up anything for Lent? Me and Elizabeth, we were raised Catholic. I think we've maybe given that vibe. We were raised Catholic, but we don't really partake that much anymore. But Lent was a good time to kind of like break a habit. I remember once I tried to give up butter as a child. But then I remember quite obviously sort of sneaking butter on like my toast or sandwiches, like by myself. But I tried. Also, that's so like what a poor like teenager, like tweenager giving up butter. That's the diet culture of the 90s for you. But we made it through. What are we giving up for Lent? Are we giving up alcohol? Are we giving up sugar, crisps? I think it's great. It's a great way to break a habit if you so desire. And then you're rewarded on Easter Sunday when Jesus lives. He rises from the dead. And long live. Long live, also one of my favourite Taylor Swift songs, but she really upset me after that documentary. I'm really not, she's not my favourite energy anymore. But 1989 will always be an amazing album. This week's guest, it is a bit odd just talking to myself. Olivia's here, but she doesn't have a microphone. Yeah.
Hi.
See, Olivia's here, and she's kind of sort of like looking at me thinking, when is this wrapping up? But this has been a nice little treat just that me and you are sharing. Elizabeth and our guest are coming up. Oh my God, I'm also going to Australia on Friday. I know I've been harping on about trying to sell you or your Australian friends or family tickets. Thank you so much if anyone has spread the word. But I'm going on Friday. I'm flying via Hong Kong. And I'm excited. I'm a little bit. I'm like 3 parts excited, 1 part sort of anxiously nervous. Feels like quite a big trip. So I'm trying to this week kind of de-stress, like lower nervous system in the run up, which is different to what I usually do in the run up to like something big. I usually try and amp up energy and try and like fit in as much as I can. Hustle culture. Girl boss. But I'm trying this week to wind it down. So I like coast into Heathrow on Friday at a still zen state. But we will see. Who knows? I'm sure I'll find a way to ramp myself up again. Something that might ramp me up into a state of ecstasy is our guest this week. He is we've been friends for about 4.5 years. He's one of probably my first ever friend that I made in comedy and stand-up. He's an amazing host, he has a podcast with Carr, and he's an absolute delight, an amazing comedian, an amazing friend. Me and Elizabeth had so much fun chatting with Lee Peart. Yeah, have we started? We are. Oh, right. I'd hold that microphone up for you. We're here with Lee Peart, everybody, who is now ready for...
I'm now ready.
Is present and ready to start. How are you?
I didn't know we'd started.
No, well, we'd sort of
either.
like coasted into it, and then I thought sometimes it's nice to get that natural flow.
Yeah,
but
get the like BTS, but include it.
But you weren't holding the mic.
TS.
Yeah, exactly. TS, how are we?
I'm very well. I'm happy to be here. It's so nice to be here. I arrived on time.
It's lovely for you to be here.
I know. Let's get it out of the way.
Because
I'm mortified.
This is the second attempt to get Lee Peart on the pod. Because last time, well, where were you? Slept
Do you
in.
know what? Oh, no, I didn't even sleep in. This is what, right. There was a diary mix-up, and I got the text from you. This is the worst text you could ever get from someone. You on your way, doll?
Yeah.
Oh. And it was 11:20. I was like, what? And then I was like, shall I just fake a heart attack or a mugging or like just had to say it. And I said to you, didn't I? I said, I'm so sorry. And then I think this maybe afterwards I thought, should I have said that? I went, Chris, I'm sat in my room. I'm doing nothing. Yeah. I've had the whole morning to myself.
Yeah. But you weren't like, I've had the boiler break or this. You were like at a loss. You were like, this is so...
I said, I've done nothing all morning. I've been bored. Yeah. I would have liked to have been here.
Waited for an appointment to just materialise into your lap when little did you know one was happening.
So awful. So, but I had a slight stress of a week, which I won't go into, but it's not my fault. It made me, it's actually like been a wake up call where I'm just checking my diary all the time.
Well, that's good.
I look like a narcissist. I'm like
something must be happening.
So I'm happy to be here.
Good. We're happy to have you.
Stay hydrated. I've got water and I've got coffee.
Yeah.
Do they negate each other?
That's the way to do it. Yeah.
Isn't it Olivia Atwood who says you have the trilogy? One for hydration, one for function, and one for fun.
That is what you're missing right now. If only we had like a
couple of bottles.
We've got a couple of bottles of wine. It is 11:15, but
so we're late.
Hey, we could be on Mediterranean time. I saw there was a clip from Olivia. She was on the radio.
Okay.
And it was literally like talking about anxiety. Did you see it?
Oh, yes. Yeah, you shared it.
And she just goes, anxiety, I don't subscribe to it. You were hilarious. You were amazing. Everyone loves you. You're going to do it all again tonight. And I was like, I need that.
Yes.
Like, don't worry about it. You were amazing. You're hilarious. Everyone loves you.
Oh my God.
And you're like, you're
I
right.
do have a few friends who will go like, and like that's even worse. I'd rather you just go, you were a prick last night, and I'll go, sorry. They go, it's fine, just But like they'll go, yeah, I mean, and you're like, what is that?
Yeah.
No, let's just have it out.
Yeah, or just go, oh God, you were pissed. It was great. You were funny. If someone says, oh, don't worry, you were funny, I'm like, okay, fine. That's fine.
Everything melts away. There's no problem.
Yeah.
But I hate drunk shamers. And what are you laughing at?
What are you laughing at?
What's happened? Are you remembering something I've done? What was it? Oh no.
When you got barred from 2 brewers.
I was hoping they'd forgotten about that. Oh yeah, I got barred from 2 brewers.
What happened?
We did a comedy gig the night before, and then I left Lee at like 10:30 or 11, maybe a bit later actually.
I know it was a week before. I went back. I was at a friend's 30th birthday party.
But didn't you get in trouble the night of the gig?
No.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No. What happened is, please, if you...
Yeah, sorry.
If you're going to make me look like a prick, do it properly. So what happened is I did the gig and then... and I will preface this was I was going through a breakup at the time.
Yeah.
So I don't think I was in the great
headspace.
I think, because I used to, when I got... Do you know when... Right. Tangent, we'll get back there. But do you know when people, they go to me, are you too sober, by the way?
Elizabeth
I'm
is.
sober.
Oh, shit, I've just bought you a bottle of wine. I should have
Fine.
checked.
I'll drink it.
Oh no, this is the perfect time to stop
I'm
that.
relapsing. No.
So people will... Do you mind me asking why you're sober? Is it a personal question?
No, just like can't stop once I start.
Yeah, so great. That, to me, is a green flag. Right, I'm fine with that. Mm-hmm. When people say I couldn't handle the hangovers, once I started, I couldn't stop, or it just I wasn't being productive. I'm like, fine. If someone says to me, well, I gave it up. I didn't like the person I was when I was drunk. I'm like, that is a red flag. Yeah. You're not a good person. Yeah. Because what you're saying to me now is your mask has slipped.
Yeah.
Right.
And what was happening back in those days when I got barred from 2 brewers, is I was not a great person because I was going through a tough time. So when I get drunk, I was like, if someone like barged into me, I'd be like, excuse me, what the heck? And I'd start a fight. Yeah. Which is not my brand, but I'm from Grimsby. So I've got a bit of a temper.
Yeah.
So I went to 2 brewers. I did the gig, great gig. What was it? LGBT he?
Yeah, no, he.
Yeah, he.
Yeah.
And did it. Week after, I happened to be going to a 30th birthday party. Now, and I'm going to call him out on this, and he will probably watch this podcast. He did it Mario Kart themed.
Okay.
For his 30th.
Okay.
I said, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Anyway, so I just was like, I'm not dressing up. But I bought, I said, no. But I bought a t-shirt. I thought I'll buy a cheap t-shirt. A bit like the one I'm wearing now. I bought a Mario Kart, just a t-shirt, just a cheap t-shirt from Amazon, whatever. Had the characters on.
Yeah.
Disgusting, but I wore it. I thought, I'll show. It had their headshots. I'll show willing. Anyway, So go there, end up at Two Brewers. I'm being all bougie. I think, do you know what? I'm drunk at this point. I said, I'm gonna pay for everyone to come into Two Brewers. Not everyone queuing, everyone in the Mario Kart themed party.
Right.
So I pay what?
All the cartoon characters
was like
coming in
Oprah.
after you.
Come on, Princess Peach, in you go. And I don't know any of the others. I was trying to think. Is it Bugsy or no?
Bugsy, wrong.
Bugsy
cinemas.
Malone. There's another party going on.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I pay quite a lot of money to go into this, and I just was like, oh, whatever. And then I am quite pissed. All of a sudden, like the Mario Kart characters are being picked off one by one. We're being thrown out. So I'd been in there for 5 minutes and I hadn't really done anything. This guy comes up, you out. So I'm like, pardon? Like, what's gone on? And I was on my own at this point. I kind of like, out, threw me out. So I'm then fuming. I was like, well, if you're going to throw me out, like, can you refund all this money if you've thrown us all out?
Yeah.
And basically, I think, anyway, long story short, I allegedly swung for the bouncer.
Which we don't want to believe.
Well,
We don't know.
We don't condone.
Oh,
we don't
no.
endorse. You know,
But
And
pull up the CCTV.
and I said this was embarrassing. I said, get the manager. I said, I performed here last week. How dare you treat me like this? I was just so drunk. And so then I think the police were called because I heard sirens. I saw blue flashing lights. And I then scarpered. I went into an Uber and drove off.
Nice.
And then... Was it you who informed me months later and was like, the manager had said something like to Mark Bittleston the next day, you can never book Lee Peart again. So there's a happy ending to the story. I don't have to travel south of the river.
I know, perfect.
I got into an argument with the bouncer once, and you never win against a bouncer.
You can never win.
I won once.
Whoa.
Tell us.
Okay, I will. So...
No, please, Lee, tell us.
Fine. Years ago, GAY, Manchester. Back when I was young enough to go there. Okay. And to GAY, not Manchester. And I used to host Manchester Pride. Okay.
Whoa.
So, I was like...
That's a cool job.
Yeah, I did it for years. I was host of the main stage. And... the week before Manchester, I'd gone to a cabaret bar with two of my older friends, and we then decided to go to GAY afterwards. And he goes to one of my older friends, "You're not coming in. You're too drunk." Well, he wasn't drunk at all. I was like, "We've only had 3 daiquiris. We're not. He's not that drunk." So
we've had 3
daiquiris.
What the hell are you talking about?
We've just watched a musical cabaret show.
Could conceivably be drunkish on 3 days. Well, we wouldn't be, but you could.
Yes, you could, but I knew that they wouldn't.
Yes,
but they weren't. I was like 3 daiquiris, nothing. So, and he, I could tell they had a thing back in the day. I'm going to say this, and we used to suspect they had a thing back in the day where if someone was a bit older, they'd go, "No, don't let them in."
Yeah,
and so. We go in a little bit of a tussle. Not a tussle, there was no aggression, but I was like, sorry, on what grounds? I was being all lawyery. I was like, on what grounds do you have this? And he said, and you, he said, you're here all the time. You're a regular here and you're starting an argument, blah, blah, blah. But I was annoyed because I was like, you're not letting my friend in.
It was also a regular, then let my friend in.
I know, it was also a Wednesday night. I'm like, you could do with the daiquiri money.
We're going to buy 2 more daiquiris at least.
No, at least. So he said, don't think you're coming in next week at Pride. Don't think you'll be coming in. And I was like, I'm not going to come in here ever again. I was like, goodbye. Stormed off. #boycott GAY. I was like, we're not doing GAY over Manchester Pride. Anyway, gets to Manchester Pride Saturday night. Where are we going to go? Everyone's like, GAY. I said, I can't go.
I will not.
Anyway, that afternoon, Jeremy Joseph, who runs it, don't know if he does anymore, apparently he's sold it or whatever.
Yeah.
I had met And as the main stage host, I'd introduced him onto the stage, all right? So he had to do some speech. So he'd met me, his big security guard who was there. He used to like walk around with like bouncers with him as if he was Beyonce. And so they were there, whatever. Oh no, they were doing a skit, sorry. They were doing a skit with security guards. He wasn't walking around with close protection. Anyway, so he'd seen me, and he'd be like, come to GAY tonight. I said, oh, Jeremy did say I could come. Anyway, I said, right, we'll go to GAY. If the bouncer's on the door, I'm not going in. I said, I cannot be seen to be not allowed into this place.
Yeah.
He wasn't on the door. Jeremy sees us, says to the main bouncer, open the side door. I walk in, like, loving life.
Yeah.
As I walk in, get to the top of the stairs, I see the bouncer in the venue clock me. Unbeknownst to him, I had just been let in by the owner.
Right.
Yeah.
He comes marching up to me. I see him on his radio. I'm just removing a guy. Grabs hold of me. I know what's going on here. I pretend not to. I say, what is the meaning of this? So then everyone's looking and people are going, that's the main stage guy. And I'm being hauled out of the thing. All of a sudden, I see Claire, the main bouncer woman, like, what's going on? Clocks, it's me.
Yeah.
She shits herself. She thinks, I could be best friends with Jeremy and I'm being removed from the venue. She goes, no. Let go of him. He goes, he's barred. She goes, he's not. I'm like,
Oh my God.
like that. Yeah.
Like a rag doll.
And then, yeah, like a rag doll. And just repeat what you said. And
Just jumping up.
Yeah, rag doll. And then she goes, if you value your job, you will let go of him.
Ooh.
And I was like that. And he turned to me and went, you won't be back when Jeremy's not here. And then I turned to the inevitable crowd that had formed, probably like two people. I was like, I wish they'd make up their minds, everyone. And then I was like, Daiquiris! But I am a nice person.
Oh, you are?
Let's talk about the good quality.
Of course. Let's take a break and come back and talk about how nice Lee is. We're back. I do just want to touch on what the last time we were in Manchester. I think it's been brought up on this podcast before.
What?
Like,
yes, I remember listening to that.
No. Because we've spoken about karaoke quite a lot on this podcast. It just seems to have come up. Lee Peart and I were in a Canal Street karaoke bar.
Why were we there? You were performing.
I was performing.
And I happened to be
you
there.
Were there and you said, darling, I'm coming down to the show. Or something like that.
It was the only place I'm not barred from.
Went karaoke. Everyone's doing, everyone's doing your run-of-the-mill songs. Everyone's doing your Shanias. Everyone's doing your Spice Girls.
Yeah. Islands in the Stream, two people put their name in. I'm like, don't do it.
Yeah.
And Lee leans to me and says, this is either going to bring the house down or ruin the vibe.
Whoa.
Always a real good tease.
Yeah.
Because either way, it's funny.
Yeah.
You then get up and I see Stan Eminem flash up on the screen.
Whoa.
And for a moment, it is a toss-up.
Yeah.
And I cannot explain how incredible this rendition of Stan featuring Eminem featuring Dido was.
I was both parts.
You were both parts.
Okay.
Word for word, not a stumble on
and
the
do you
rap.
remember there was something wrong with the monitor? The lyrics
yeah.
were upside down. Didn't faze
Not
me.
Didn't phase it. So
Problem.
people were sort of like,
I
when
wasn't.
they
I was
performed,
upright.
they were upright,
Yeah.
performing every single bar
Wow.
of Eminem. And what's like the last line? Damn, it was him. Or
Yeah. And the car, I found a tape and he didn't say it. It was two. Come to think of it, his name was It Was You.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so he does, it was you, damn. And then the whole room just goes, wow. It was electric.
And I remember Chris, I remember you like being kind of side stage going like like just staring like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was tremendous.
Well, that is my go-to piece, and I will say 9 times out of 10 it does well. Like, but sometimes people are like, I did it once at the Loose Women Christmas party. let's just say they don't understand art. Like,
Okay.
yeah, and
Lead
someone
balloon.
was like, actually, I think it was just for a Christmas party, it's a bit much, and a few, domestic violence, like, it was quite triggering. I was like, come on, I didn't write it.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't go, here's a piece
Yeah, it's
that
not a
I've
poem I
written. But I recently did it. So I ended up...
love that it's like a
I've been doing
thing.
it. Can I just say,
No,
I've
yeah.
been doing it for years.
I love that
I would
it's-
say over 10 years. I started in Manchester Canal Street, and then it's just gone on and on and on. It's been my thing. It's my party piece. And I did it recently. So I ended up recently, I went to the Girls Just Wanna festival. Have you heard about this?
No.
Well, neither had I. It's a lesbian festival in Mexico.
Oh wow! I saw all the stories. You'll have
Yes.
to,
Yes. So, okay. I host a podcast with Alan Carr, good friends with him. Me, Alan, and our friend Rossi were like, we want to go on holiday in January. Rossi finds this festival. You know, when you see the lineup, we saw Brandi Carlile, C-Matt, Sam Smith.
Wow.
Alan sends me this link. He says, have a look at this festival, love. Do you like the lineup? And I was like, yeah, it looks good. Booked. Just booked.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we've booked this festival, like non-refundable festival, quite pricey. Well, not for what it was, I was like, oh, okay, fine, yeah, sure. We want a holiday. He sends me photos. Rossi starts sending him loads of photos of it. And we're like, oh, a lot of women. A lot of women in these photos. Can't really see any men. He was like, oh, it's a lesbian festival. 95% lesbian and 5% their non-binary friends.
Perfect.
Okay.
So we were like, are we even allowed to go?
Yeah.
Like what? And Alan went, oh my God, I wish I'd read the small print. I said, it's called Girls Just Wanna Festival.
Yeah.
I wish you'd read the large print.
Yeah.
And anyway, so we were like, we don't know how this is going to be. We also don't know if we're like stepping on their turf. Do you know what I mean? Like the gays turning up. We had the best time ever. It's Brandi Carlile's festival. She puts on in Mexico at this big resort. It's the most amazing experience. Like, lesbians are so nice. Who'd have thought? Like, because it was so funny, because at one point they came round. They would come round at breakfast, and they were all making like bracelets. And
It's the gayest thing I've ever
the
heard.
gayest thing, and like mostly Americans as well. So they'd be like, "Hey guys, could I give you some of our bracelets?" And she was like, "I've been making them handmade since December." And we were like, "Thank you so much." And we were laughing because we said, if this was a gay festival and people came up to you and was like, "Can I give you my?" We'd be like. Pop it down there, incinerate it. Thank you. Like the gays would just be like, but yeah, so it's so nice. Anyway, nighttime, brandy-oki.
Wow.
No, karaoke with C-Matt. Brandy-oki was a different one where you just sang Brandi Carlile songs. A karaoke with C-Matt. C-Matt's there, and Brandy's a big fan of Alan, so we ended up getting like upgraded. We got access all area passes, so I was just swanning around like I owned the place. At one point, Brandi Carlile is the nicest woman ever. At one point, she'd walk past. I went, Brandi, as if she's. I said,
Your
Brandi,
sister?
yeah.
Yeah.
I went. She came. Yeah. I was like, look at this. Alan was like, what the fuck? I said, I don't know what game. She's so nice. She makes you feel like you've just known her
you
for
want
years.
the family.
Anyway, so I'm there, and I'm not lying, 1,000 people there, like a sea of 1,000 lesbians. All right, stood. And I'm like, this is probably the biggest karaoke performance I could ever do.
Oh my God, I just realised where we're going.
Yes. So I said, I'm there. Alan goes on, sings Love Shack with Brandy. I said, guys, I'm going to take a risk.
It could.
I'm going to do
fly,
Eminem
could fall.
Stan. Well, there's a video, I'll send you it. I go into the rap, the screams.
It was huge.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It just absolutely. So the next day, and Alan's not massively getting recognised there. We're walking round. Oh my God. It's the stand man. It's the stand man. Can I get a photo with the stand man?
Love. Rightly so.
And I knocked on someone's hotel room door. I was the wrong floor. I'd had a few tequilas in the afternoon and I couldn't find my hotel. So I was on the floor below.
Yeah.
So I was trying to, my card, I was like, I can't get in. This woman opened the door dressed as Shania Twain. It was a 90s theme night that night. Don't ask. And I was like, what's going on? And she went, oh my God. Are you Slim Shady? And I went, yes, I am. And she went, Melissa, get here. Slim Shady's at the door.
I love American lesbians.
Oh my God. Like, it was just the best time. We want to go back every year.
You made a name for yourself.
Yeah. It's the stand man.
It's the stand man.
It's the stand man.
I love, are you
It's the
Slim
stand
Shady?
man. Yeah.
She went, oh my God, are you Slim Shady? And I went, yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
That's me. Although then one person was like, I did get a text from someone saying that she left after the performance of Stan. She doesn't think violence against women songs are appropriate at this festival. I said,
I mean...
which I guess
yes.
is true. That's fine.
It is a position one could take.
One could take.
But yeah, again, I didn't write it.
No, and no, you felt that. Also, we're not really I'm not buying into the real lyrics of the song. I'm seeing my friend.
It's performance art.
Spit bars,
Thank you.
word for word, of something that I don't know. I don't know all these words. These are 3 really long monologues that you're reciting in rhythm with style and a bit of showmanship.
Yeah. And I do it a bit posh.
Yeah, and then you give us the Dido vocals, which are gorgeous. You have a wonderful voice.
Oh, stop.
And it's all, it's the kind of surprise.
Yeah.
It's the surprise of the song choice.
Yeah.
Because karaoke can get a bit samey.
Well, I used to do Because I Got High.
Okay.
Oh my God, okay.
I would do Roses by Outkast.
That's good.
Sweet Transvestite is one I go to.
Nice. That's
If
a
I
fun
want to
one.
kind of, if it's a bit of a, okay, we'll see. What else did I do? I've got a few that I would not recommend. Never Ever by All Saints. Now,
It's really long.
it's really long.
Repeat.
You start, you're like, it's never ever gonna stop.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a long song. So avoid that one. What else would I avoid? Anything Whitney, I always think, don't try it.
It's too long and too high. I made that mistake like not that long ago at John's birthday.
Yeah. We did
hell.
Saturday's What About Us at John's
Oh, that
birthday
was
as well,
good.
which was like, it's obviously such a great song, but like when it's just like 4 drunk people going like, na 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 na, it like doesn't quite have the melodic.
I know. I do think if
Just
that
sort
had been a
of
room
union.
of gay people, it would
Yes,
have gone
yeah,
down.
I was going to say
Was
that's.
our audience
I think
wrong?
that's audience
I
dependent.
think audience dependent.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. I love you. Please reunite Saturdays.
We
We're
love
ready.
you.
Everyone's favourite Saturday song, go.
Well, I've got a story about that. Frankie,
Yes.
Frankie Bridge, love her. She's
Yeah.
hilarious. And at first, when she joined Loose Women, because I'm like, she didn't think I liked her apparently, because I'm not like
Can't
a,
think why.
No, but I'm not. I don't try to be your best friend so quickly. And sometimes I like ease in. I like to suss people out. And we're at the Christmas party, and she was like, I didn't think you liked me. And I was like, I didn't think you liked me. And we sat there, and I was like, oh, you're really she's actually really funny. She's very like sarcastic and dry. She's just my sense of humor. And I was like loving her. And she was like, you're not even a fan of the Saturdays. And I was like, yes, I am. I love the Saturdays. She was like, well, what do you like? What's your favorite song? I said, I love that one. That's Not My Name. That's Not My Name. And she went, that's not my band. Apparently it's the Ting Tings, which I did used to do on karaoke.
Oh,
They call me Tracy. They call me Maureen, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
My name is such a funny one.
Yeah, I do.
I said, yeah, I do. What about That's Not My Name? And I like sang it in front of her, and she went, that's not my band. And I burst out laughing. She went, you're a prick. But I like Ego, and I always liked their cover of Just Can't Get Enough.
Oh, yeah.
Just Can't Get
fun,
Enough.
yeah.
What's yours?
I love Higher.
Yeah.
I love What About Us. I love If You Tell Me No, I'm Not Giving Up. No, If You Tell Me No, I'm Not Giving Up. Yeah. That's what I like.
Yeah.
So Reunite. Do you have one?
I love them all, but I'm just going to throw it back to an original Issues.
Ooh.
Me and my heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
The sad, the lyric,
We
don't
got
know if I should,
issues. I love that.
don't know if I should stab you or kiss you.
Get into it.
Yeah.
God, is that a lyric?
I think it was definitely on the album and then they maybe changed it for the single.
Yeah, I think the record label might have gone, maybe not.
Yeah.
It's not going to age well. It's worse than Stan.
I was going to say it's the equivalent for
You getting on stage and singing Issues at Girls Just Wanna.
Girls Just Wanna.
Why don't you go
I'm
next
really
year?
tempted
Yeah,
for Girls Just
It's
Wanna.
brilliant. It's
Go.
all inclusive. So you buy the ticket, you get the festival there, all inclusive. Brandy Carlisle, oh God, stunning.
love Brandy
And every
Carlisle.
night there's a different headliner. Sam Smith, amazing.
Yeah, that sounded amazing.
And I love CMAT.
yeah.
CMAT, okay, so I didn't really know about CMAT. I kind of heard of her, but I hadn't seen her live. And Alan and Rossi were like, CMAT is amazing. And I watched her performance. Oh my God, amazing. She's got the kind of like Lady Gaga-esque performance-y, but like she's also like, it's not, you know, when someone's like not over-performing, but they're doing it to overcompensate that they might not have necessarily the best vocals. Well, she's got both. Like
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
her stage presence is amazing. She's so
Very
funny.
relaxed, isn't she?
Very, yeah. She was great. It
Yeah.
was so good.
Wow. Yeah, I'm very. I haven't yet delved into the cool waters of CMAT. I really need to get into and listen to some more music. I only know the that viral Butcher.
The Butcher Baker.
She does an incredible live version of Wuthering Heights.
Whoa.
by
She did
Shane
that.
Bush.
She did that. It was great.
So good.
And
She does it in the original key. And
Oh,
it's
does
like,
she?
but she's literally like, it's me. Like, she's so relaxed. It's crazy.
Oof.
I love that song.
This festival sounds amazing, but I would like if you and Alan and Rossi brought your other gay male friends, we would also bring a couple of lesbians.
Well, I was saying it felt like it did feel, because they upgraded us, they gave us these passes, and we even had a buggy at one point, and it did feel a little bit like the gays are infiltrating their space.
Yeah.
Because I was like, sorry, move.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't.
I-
Beep, beep, move out the way.
There was one Brighton Pride I went to when I was about 20, and like I'd like heard tell of Brighton, like, you know, for being the gay capital, and I was so ready to come down to Brighton Pride. And my friend Hannah went to uni in Brighton, so I came down from like uni in London, was so ready for Brighton Pride. Like I was like, I'm gonna, you know,
This is it.
I'm gonna meet thousands of men and just be running around with all these men. Anyway, we sort of did the day stuff and all this kind of the day parties. And then she was like, okay, I've got your ticket for the club. And I was like, okay, brilliant. And we were wandering like past Revenge, down past the seafront, past all the little bars, and further and further and further down the beach. And I was going, where are we going, Hannah? And she was like, just this fun club, like, you know, it's not far. Got there. I look at my ticket. It's called Girls on Top. And I go,
This happens a lot.
I go, Hannah, am I at a lesbian night at Brighton Pride? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay.
Oh.
I kind of thought I was gonna, you know, my sister's here, so I don't want to be too. I kind of thought, I was going to be Brighton Priding it up tonight.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, it'll be fun. It was my first real, like, actually, apart from a Pink concert at Brixton I went to, which was just observing so many lesbians in one place, a whole club of women and me, and I felt that everyone looked at me like, are you all right? Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
because,
Are you
like,
lost?
It's not even like this is really
Did you still
Yeah,
have
it was
your
almost
straight
like,
hair?
oh, yeah.
what like a
Your straight hair, yeah.
yeah, my like
The down and then the bump at the back.
Oh yeah. But no, I remember going into like the boys' toilets and just there were like women like sat on like the windowsill, like it felt like they were like sat on the cubicle. They were just on the sinks. There was just women everywhere.
What?
Obviously,
Sat
'cause
on the
they were-
windowsill?
They were just. I remember people like there was just women everywhere. Maybe, but
So
obviously
that scene from Hunchback
totally
of Notre
fine.
Dame where they see the gargoyles.
Yeah,
and
and totally fine. It was their night. But I remember even going into the boys' toilets and being like, I need to leave. Like, it's
Yeah.
just like,
And I feel
I don't belong here.
yeah.
Yeah, and we struggle for space.
Totally. I was like,
I
so
can feel a lesbian can look at you and be like,
get out.
Get the hell out of here.
Like,
Well, that wasn't this at the festival. The festival was
lovely.
so welcoming and lovely.
Lovely, yeah. A handful.
But that was what we were worried about. More so that we were like, oh, we're infiltrating there.
Yeah.
We weren't like, oh,
Yeah.
you know. No, we weren't.
But no, okay.
Brighton Pride. I did Brighton Pride. The first time I ever did Brighton Pride, my friend worked for Virgin Atlantic, so she was a sponsor. She had VIP. We started. Don't recommend this. Stay hydrated. We started drinking at like 7:10 in the morning.
Nice.
Pims.
Yeah.
It's easy to start with. All I remember at Brighton Pride, there's a picture of this. I woke up to a load of people above me, and I was covered in a vintage selection of My Little Pony dolls.
Oh.
Just covered. They'd like put them on me. And apparently I like woke up. I said, "Have I been assaulted?"
You've been
That's the end of the story.
buried in My Little Ponies. Where would they come from?
Well, my friend had collected My Little Pony dolls.
Oh, so it was in a bedroom.
Yeah, it was in the bedroom. They're like, let's put them on Lee. You know, when it's like,
thank
let's.
God. I thought you were in like the club, and I was like, no, Lee, like, were you assaulted?
Were you assaulted?
I think we need to unpack that.
My story. Lee's My Little Pony hell.
Yeah. You were fine. You were inside four walls.
Hello, listeners in Australia, or listeners that have friends, family in Australia that think you might like a stand-up comedy show by myself, yours truly, Christopher Hall. I'm bringing my stand-up comedy hour, Pizzazz, over to Australia. And I just wanted to let you guys know the dates. 17th of March to the 22nd of March, I'll be at Adelaide Fringe. 26th of March until the 5th of April, I'll be at the Melbourne Comedy Festival. 9th, 10th and 11th, I'll be in Sydney at the Comedy Store. And Brisbane, 16th of April. Go to my Instagram, Christopher Hall with an X instead of the I. Look in the bio. All the tickets are there. I cannot wait. If you are an Australian listener, I would love to see you. If you've got a friend in Australia and you think they might like it, let them know. And big love, big kiss. See you soon. Mwah. We're back with Lee Peart. You do have.
You say my name right, by the way.
I remember you always saying Lee Peart.
Peart
like
as in Fiat. Yeah.
I know. And whenever I hear people say Peart or Peart, I'm always like, you really don't know him the way I know him.
No.
We've been friends for quite a long time now.
We have, yeah.
Yeah.
During lockdown, was it?
Yeah. I remember you put a video up. It was when like one of the bloody politicians was like caught shagging someone in their office. Fucking losers. And you put a really like angry.
I know, which is not like me.
No, you went. It was like fuck you. Like it was like, oh, fuck them.
Yeah,
or maybe something quite like.
I was like, they're taking the piss out of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
it
had
came
blonde
up
hair.
on
I dyed my hair.
Yeah, you're very brunette now. You were quite the blondie.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then it just I thought this politically engaged.
And then you didn't know me at all. I haven't done one since.
No, exactly. Yeah,
I'm so over it.
Yeah. What politics?
Yeah. And I'm not very good at like that rant. Was just a rant.
Yeah.
Nowadays, some people's rants, I want to go, it's not a rant. You've written that.
Yeah.
It's not a rant.
Yeah, it's a sort of like constructed essay.
Yeah. But people are good at it, and I just was like, I'll stick to pretending to be a soap star.
Something you are good at is hosting a podcast.
Yes.
You've got your new podcast with Alan Carr.
Yeah, Bottoms Up,
where you drink wine, discuss funny topics.
Yeah, we kind of do like, so we went wine tasting. We went to Cape Town. This is how it kind of got born. And we did a wine tasting thing. And we were like, this is quite good. It was all a bit interactive. You eat different foods, blah, blah, blah. And we kept going back to it. And then in the end, we were like, let's do a podcast on it, like a little kind of wine journey. Because we were like, we basically drink a lot of wine, but we know nothing about it. Mm-hmm. So we were like, let's culture ourselves. So we get wine experts on. But we do non-alcoholic episodes as well, because a lot of the viewers and listeners don't drink, and we're moving into cocktails. But ultimately, really, it's just a bit of a catch-up and a gossip, and with wine intertwined.
Lovely.
Intertwined.
I'm going
to use that on a link.
Yeah. That's good. I feel I put my foot in it with Alan at your Christmas show.
Why?
Because so Lee hosted a Christmas show.
Oh my God.
At Crazy Cox.
Wasn't it the best night?
It was amazing.
Although I was stressed.
You were stressed.
And I had weird stress about payment as well. I forgot I had to pay the performers.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
But it was not a problem. It was wonderful to be there. It was fabulous.
Because I'm such a hypocrite. I was like, these people asking me to do this for this, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, yeah, come and do my Christmas show. And then in the end, I was like, oh, I've not. Anyway.
But Alan,
it was like a cabaret.
Alan was like a kind of surprise guest on the night.
Yes,
yeah, like
just finished Traitors.
People didn't know.
Oh, right.
We were in the dressing room and it was like kind of going through the show. And Alan went, do I have time to go for a wee? And I went, oh yeah, just go. Go.
So it's your fault, is it?
And then suddenly Alan came back in, was like, I'm meant to be on. Who told me I could go for a wee? And I was like,
also, he's nearly 50. Like, he should take that responsibility himself. But yes, so I was like,
his cloak like that, and he was meant to go on.
Yeah,
like
and
this.
the pianist is.
Someone told me. I think he even said to me, "You told me I could go for a wee," and I was like, "Did I? Me? Did I do that?" Yeah. But then I thought, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, because the pianist was going dun 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 dun, and I was like, "Oh no, who's at the door?" Someone, I think, is at the door. All the audience are like, no one's at the door. I was like, if we wait just a little longer, they might come to the door. I was like, anyway, then yeah, so it was funny.
Me. Yeah, it gave it a bit of extra danger.
And then we went to the Groucho afterwards, had a bit of an after show. God, that night was messy.
Was it?
Yeah.
God, I must have left before it got messy.
Yeah, I think you were sensible.
What happened?
Well,
yeah, more of the same.
More of the same. Don't know when to stop.
Hey. It happens to the rest of us.
But yeah, no, that was a great night.
Yeah.
You were fantastic.
Thank you very much, as were you.
Thank you.
And you host a little month. How often is the Crazy Cox comedy night?
Well, it's now become a comedy because putting on a cabaret, I had singers, I had like actors doing readings, I had stand-ups, it was a lot, pianists. And I was just like, and the trouble is what would happen as well is I invited too many people, not too many because it was a great night. And actually I was like, for what people have paid for this? It was kind of like a cheap ticket. And you've got all of these performers.
Yeah.
Like, you should be thanking me, okay?
and thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. And so I was like, but it was stressful. It was stressful. So now I'm doing a comedy club there every few months.
Nice. I think the variety works for Christmas time.
Yes, it does. I'm just going to keep that as Christmas.
Yeah.
I want Christmas chaos, Christmas crackers.
Yeah.
You'll have to come back and we could do something different.
Well, I think we should do a song.
Yes, because me and Alan did a parody of Baby It's Cold Outside.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fab.
The trouble is as well with that venue is like it was so full. A lot of the performers didn't even get to see the whole show, which I really think the performers in the show got a real bad deal.
You don't need to worry. It was
still worried.
It was really. It was great fun. We loved it.
It was fun. It was fun. But yes, do the podcast, and it's going well. It's every week.
Yeah, and you're a stand-up comedian as well.
I am.
Yeah,
I'm as shocked as you are.
Me and Grace were watching. Me and Grace Campbell were talking about you last night, and she was like, we were talking about the amazing bit you do when someone's got their feet on your stage.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. If someone's like resting their feet on the stage, it's a bit, you can do it. Everyone can do it.
No, it's your bit.
I think it's one of those things that like is a thing, you know, like bits.
Yeah.
In stand-up, you have things where it's like, it's a weird, that's someone's bit, so you would never take it. But then there are kind of things, devices, you know, like as an MC, I'll say, oh, where are you from? And they go, you go, these questions might get harder. You know, that's not my bit. That's like a bit that people can kind of, a platter. You can take from the platter.
Hosting devices. Tools.
So yeah, if the feet's on the stage, you go, sorry, are you a comedian? And they go, I recognise you. You're a comedian, right? No. I go, well, get your feet off my fucking stage then. Thank you. Get some every time.
So good.
Do you remember when...
The worst is though when they don't take it off.
Yeah.
Because I have nothing then. I'm like, I'll keep them on, that's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like, I've laid out all my cards.
I go, I respect it. You've
Fair
kept
enough
on.
then.
Fine.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Be comfortable.
We were speaking around the time of my first ever stand-up gig.
Yes, I was thinking this.
And I sort of had some I was like throwing together some bits, but like I was like, my friend had been like, just come and do it. And I messaged Lee and I was like, can I just say your joke on stage? I was like, I'm like doing this and I'm saying this and this. And then because I was like just panicking about what I'm going to say.
I wondered if I could just say this bit. I said,
But you
no.
Yeah.
I said, that's not really the done thing.
Yeah. You can't. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
The answer's no.
No, but I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll help you write some bits.
Yeah.
But you didn't know. Because
No.
people don't know that. And it's quite self-policing because when you first start, I started like back in the circuit's very different these days. But when I first started, it was like you might do a bit that, and often sometimes you have bits that are similar to other people. It's quite easy to go, I've thought of this joke, and you're like, oh, that's someone else does it in that way.
Right.
But people will come up to you, so and so does that. You need to drop that, and you'd be like, oh, okay. Like it was quite self-policing.
Yeah.
But no, you're very lovely about it, and look at you now.
Well, you were very lovely about it as well. I feel you were very warm in your learning.
I said,
in your teachings.
Yes.
You were very. You didn't make me. You made me feel like I learned the lesson, but I didn't feel.
Yeah,
like
I didn't humiliate you.
No, yeah.
Which
was very nice.
Can I actually have that bit?
Oh, I was like, can I say that joke? No, it's mine.
No, you can't.
Yeah. But you went, I'll write you a new one. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's great. Thank you.
Imagine if you'd said it and you died. As in, like, imagine if you'd said, no, not died.
And I'd cursed you.
Died on stage.
Or the last thing.
Imagine if I said, yeah, take my material. And it just was the worst ever. And you never became the stand-up that you are today.
I know, yeah, that'd be crazy.
Have you ever done stand-up, Elizabeth?
No.
Why wouldn't? Would you ever want to try?
I think I could like put together a 5-minute set. I think I would come for his gig. Do you know what I mean? What if I like blew up massively?
Oh, and how do you think Chris would?
I think he'd take that fucking terribly.
Would he?
Yeah.
Really?
If I like was like, oh my God, like I'm doing the Apollo.
I'd be like, who's opening for you, hun?
I'd be like, Lee.
Thank you.
Lee Peart.
And I'm a text Chris. Do you mind if I do that joke?
I'm opening for your sister. Are you guys falling out?
Do you have a venue that you'd love to play?
I would love to. I will be very, very. I will be very, very happy when I do the Palladium.
Oh, I've done the Palladium.
And they're fab.
And like, well, it wasn't. I supported Judy Love.
Amazing.
At the Palladium,
yeah.
and let me tell you about it. So, because just in case you never get there.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. You will get there. No, but I was there as support. So you imagine being there as your own show. That's the next thing. But I got there and I was like, oh, and my parents came because I was like, and they came down. They were like, we have to see our son at the Palladium. Like, it's quite an iconic thing. And I wasn't really that nervous because I was kind of nervous for Judy until I got to the side of the stage and was like, oh God. Anyway, when I did it, the only way I can describe it, and it's never happened before, but some stand-ups have said this, or some performers have said this, I was out of body, so I was watching myself do it.
Yeah.
So I wasn't present. That was my only regret. Like I had a great gig and I knew what I was doing, but it was like I was watching myself from above. And I got off, I was like all disorientated, but it was amazing. There's just that vibe, Palladium.
Yeah. Me and Alice Brine opened for Grace at the Apollo.
Yeah, because I've not done the Apollo. I'd like to do that.
So that was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I felt like I didn't have time or the right to really be like really nervous because like it was Grace's show.
Well, that's what I was like until I got side stage.
Yeah, and then that was it. So like we were like going like everything's going to be fine. Like, hey, this is fine. This is not our moment. Da, da, da. Yeah, we're gonna go on and like, well, I'll just sort of like say whatever. Like like don't worry about me. Like and then me and Alice we went. Should we just go upstairs? Like because we were in Grace's dressing room. Then we were like, should we just go upstairs for like a minute by ourselves?
Yeah.
So then we both went upstairs to like Alice's dressing room and both went, what the fuck are we about to do?
I know,
this
because
is crazy.
And weirdly, like you know, it's true that it's harder for you. And it's harder for the support. They're not there for you.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, I know it's more nerve-wracking for the person whose show it is, but actually you're like, I'm walking out as like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
And that's what I always say when I'm doing support at the minute, again with Judy and with her new show, and Hannah Reese, who's an amazing comedian. And my first line is always, look how disappointed you all look. Because they are like, come on.
Yeah,
So it is hard, but I'd love to do Apollo. I'd quite like to do Hackney Empire as well. I bet you've done that, have you?
No.
I'd like to do that.
That'd be really, really fun.
I have a dream venue.
What is it?
Go on.
O2 Shepherd's Bush Empire.
Ooh,
Yes.
Really good.
And is that because it's more music? Because you're quite musical.
More music. I would love to sing there. I worked there when I was like 19, and it is just like,
So it's like a full circle moment.
it's a full circle moment. But also when you're in there, look, when you're on level 1 in that bar, you get yourself a £9 San Miguel. You go out to level 1, you see a perfect view of the stage. It's magical. It's a magical venue. I love it so much.
It is a really nice venue.
Recycle your cups though, and lower your prices. It's getting silly.
Which is why we've all brought you here today.
To discuss it.
The whole point of the podcast.
O2, we need a word.
Wow.
But other than that, it's a perfect venue.
Were you both musical theatre then? Or are you still? It never leaves you.
It never leaves
Massively,
you.
Chris. Chris did musical theatre.
I always want to know, what would your musical theatre songs be? I'm an audition. I'm a casting director.
Okay.
Because you know me, my friend have come up with, should I say this? Someone might nick it. Lucky the musical.
Oh, a Britney musical. Oh my goodness.
That'd be incredible.
It starts off. This is a story about a girl named Lucky.
Duh.
Boom, Lucky. All right. Then she meets a man. She falls in love.
Yeah.
Where does she meet him? Where does she see him? She sees him dancing there by the record machine.
Yeah.
She knew he must have been about 17.
Yeah.
That's how they meet. She's not a girl. Duet with the mum. Not a girl, not yet a woman.
Perfect.
Duet. Change it to a duet. Then she gets into drugs. She gets into drugs. She takes the drug. She loves the drug. What's she like? She's like, give me more.
Yeah.
But the drugs are toxic. You know?
Yeah.
And anyway, then I can't remember what happens towards the end. But the end is, this was a story about a girl named Lucky. This was a story.
Yeah. Amazing.
She's died in the bath.
Oh God, she's died. Every time.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The guy wants her back. They've had a breakup. He wants her back. He comes to her house. Don't go knocking on my door.
Yeah.
One that people forget.
Mash up maybe with Stronger.
Yeah, she's stronger. Goes to the gym. She's stronger.
Yeah.
Really thought about this. So again, no one nicked that.
No one nicked that.
No one nicked
is-
that.
So you're
what would
asking
you
us
sing?
what would we audition? So some of my audition staples. I used to sing Teenage Dream, the Glee version,
Okay.
for my pop rock. Are you all right?
No, yeah.
She's swallowing sick.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I didn't book that many jobs from it. I used to have Man in the Mirror.
Ooh.
When I was feeling particularly warmed up,
Right.
Which then, on a couple times that used to be a bit of a lucky dip because sometimes I'd sing it and I'd be like, and I'd get a good reaction. I'd be like, I fucking nailed that, and then I'm gonna say 3 times out of 5, maybe 4 out of 5, they'd go, that was too high.
That's like your stan.
A bit, well, no, because you nail
true.
Stan more often. I did change my kind of like rocky song to Eye of the Tiger.
How
Right.
can are you not meant to do it with musical theatre
Yeah,
songs?
what was the musical
Well, a lot of
theatre
the times they
one?
ask for rock pop.
Yeah,
Which
they
is
do,
kind
don't
of
they?
like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, musical
No,
theatre.
like,
Well, but it kind of became that thing. We will rock you and all that, and like
It
these
just-
jukebox musicals.
yeah, I'm just like musical theatre voices for musical theatre songs.
Yes.
We just know that
I don't
like
have a musical theatre voice.
no, that's true.
You don't.
I'm starting
I used to, and then musical theatre, I'd maybe give you
Yeah, because it'd be like,
Take a Chance on Me by
yeah.
Little Women.
He was loading up there.
Go on.
yeah, Eye of the Tiger. I was like, rising up.
Yeah.
It would be like that, wouldn't
The
it?
sea.
Back on the street.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Took my time.
Took my chances.
Took my chances.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw
Really
it
good.
away. Throw it away.
Yeah,
Make a
yeah,
choice.
yeah,
Make a
yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
Elizabeth?
I would do Pulled from the Addams Family.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
She's been pulled in a new
I
direction.
probably would need it sort of just down
Yeah.
a semitone, down 3 semitones.
Just so it feels easier in the voice.
yeah. But that's another. I'm being pulled in a new direction.
Oh my God, love that new.
Yeah.
But
I
you
love
know what I
that.
mean? It's very. But I think I like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very, very
Yeah.
MT,
It's
very
like, I think I
MT.
like it. I love it in musical theatre where they like repeat phrases.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
then
yeah.
they choose how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I like it. I think I like it.
Yeah.
yeah, that was
it's like-
good.
I was there with you
Thank
there.
you. Oh my God, I was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was pulled in it.
Lee, we have to wrap up. This is so upsetting because I feel we could talk for the next 2 hours. We only just even broached musical theatre.
Oh my God, I know. But probably good that we haven't entered that hole.
So thrilled you've been here. Thank
Thanks
you
for
so
having me.
much. Where can people find you on the internet? What should people be looking out for?
Just me. It's Lee Peart, not
Peart.
Pert.
Got it.
Fiat
Think
like
about
Fiat.
that. Yeah, Peart like the Fiat.
Listen to...
There's only another Lee Peart, and he's a guy in Plymouth who assaulted a man. And I did it in Clapham.
Exactly. Thank you everyone for listening. Thank you for being here, Elizabeth.
No problem. Thanks for being here, Chris.
Thank you all. We'll see you again next time.
Bye.
Just before bed is good for your head. What you gonna do? Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated.